Ladies and gentlemen, we are here today to discuss and figure out who of the men in the M&M cast is objectively the hottest. Now, Degenerocity, someone you might know, has already made a video on the hottest M&M character. But he dare leave out the men of the M&M cast, speaking only of the women. Since he won't make a video about it, I'll have to take matters into my own hands. Of the cast of the male characters, we have red, yellow, orange, and blue. Now, if you have noticed, of the male cast, there are two different groups, nut and nutless. As you can clearly see, blue and yellow are of the nut variety, while red and orange are of the nutless. And what are my thoughts on a nut versus nutless, you might ask? I say equality to both of them. I wouldn't mind adding some extra nut, if you know what I mean. But nutless all the way. Look at how dumb they look. They just can't compare. They just don't have that sexy, alluring, round, perfect, delectable shape that the others do. And before you go calling me racist, yellow would have just been eliminated anyway. And as for blue, I'll speak on his problems later on. Alright, let's look at yellow. Along with red, they both get the most screen time, but yellow is just a certified dumbass. Look at every single clip of him. He's just so stupid. Like, what is this? What is he doing? Also, his voice is just so...
What are you doing?
Just imagine, you and yellow are getting in bed, and this dude just turns around and says,
"Hey babe, I want to show you my special nut."
No, his voice is just not it. There is nothing appealing about this man. Now, blue is a complicated character. He seems like a gentleman most of the time. Seems like he has most of his life together. He's the fancy upper class. He's like the fine wine. Who wouldn't want a man like him? There's just not enough screen time. The cinematic universe just doesn't show his character off enough. He seems like a great character so far, but more screen time is needed to see the scope of his character. Would still snuggle with 100%. Now let's get on to the round M&Ms, red and orange. They're both very appealing in their own way. Now orange is shown as anxious, dare I say, submissive at times. You can probably tease him, get your way with him, and he'll just go along with it. Now, as a character, he can be annoying. The dude is always so worried about everything, always thinking about how others see him. Like, dude, I'm here for you. You don't need to worry about anything else, right? Sorry about that. Now, let's move on to red. You get to see the scope of his personality with all of the screen time he gets. He's a feisty fellow. If he doesn't get his way, he'll fight for himself. He's not scared to let his true feelings show. He can get a bit cocky at times, and get a bit of an attitude. Just some spice, you know what I mean? I'd let this man get his way with me. There's one thing that concerns me though. He's a bit of a player. He is a ladies' man. That's the only time you'll ever see this man flustered. But is this man willing to commit to the relationship? As you can see in this scene, he is caught with another woman. Would you be willing to stay with a man like that? So, as we head towards the final results, I'd like to know what your hottest M&M character is. Try to convince me otherwise in the comments. Now, for the hottest M&M guy, the award goes to all of them. They're all hot in their own way. You can't make me choose between all of them. Except for yellow. He's just too stupid and dumb. Every day I wake up, then I start to break up. Lonely as a man without love. Every day I start out, then I cry my heart out. Lonely as a man without love.